Hello, Abhay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm getting you.
Okay, welcome to this live conversation, Abhay. Mostly welcome.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, good. So, Abhay, do you know that we were discussing about problems in our previous sitting, and due to poor connection, we couldn't complete our debate. So we are having again this topic. So I think now we can complete our conversation regarding uh, traffic. So let us know in which city do you live and what is the current situation of the traffic mechanism, and do you see any time any traffic jam in your city?
Yeah, absolutely, you're right. So I am from Uttar Pradesh, and
Hmm.
hello, I am from Uttar
Yes,
Pradesh,
yes.
and I am from Uttar Pradesh, and face a lot of problem regarding to traffic.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so
Okay.
first of all, we come on this channel to improving our communication skill and English vocabulary also.
Yeah.
Hello. So I have, if you allow, so I have a vocabulary. Its name is traffic. It's regarding to
Mm-hmm.
noun and verb. So,
Mm-hmm.
firstly,
Okay.
traffic is if it's used like a verb, so its meaning is illegal business, and if it's used as a noun, so it means the aggregation of things coming and going in a particular locality during a you can say that during a specified period of time. So
Wow.
that
Good.
that's regarding to some vocabulary and English. Secondly, I come to the point regarding to issues
Mm-hmm.
in my city. So I to say one
Mm-hmm.
thing that in like yesterday I just stuck in a traffic and it's consumed 2 or 3 hours my. So just
Mm-hmm.
you just you
Okay.
imagine just you imagine how it's a time consumer and time of bestes, you
Mm-hmm.
can say that bestes of time, and time is more powerful comparison to the money.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
So
yes, definitely.
so yeah, so directly
Yes,
we are wasting our money.
yeah, definitely. When our petrol, when our diesel consumes, I think we are also facing our money in this way also. So you know that when there is traffic jam and smoke emits from all of the vehicles, so there is a lot of pollution, and we can have dirty smoke. We inhale dirty smoke to our lungs. So what do you say in this situation? How does it affect on our health?
Oh, definitely. You can say that it's effect a lot on our health also, because I want to say one data in Bangalore city. Bangalore is a city, the southern city in India. Its losses per year 37 crores. It means 37,000 million due to the traffic congestion, including 50
Hmm.
crores liter of annual fuel oil also. So just you
Oh
can
my
say that
God. Yeah,
causes,
it's
yeah,
too
cause,
huge.
and how many cities like in India you can't imagine, and Islamabad also, Pakistan also. So 37 crore rupees, it means 37 hundred crore rupees, it means 37 thousand million rupees. If you convert in millions, so how
Hmm.
it's long, and including 250 crores
Yeah.
liters of annual fuel also. So it's a causes of population
Hmm.
and timing opportunity money also, and it's also own startup, like if you
Hmm.
want to start up some startups like so it's also time consuming. So
Hmm.
if you compare to German and UK, if anybody else want to start their startup, like Uber, like Ola, like a door to door step, you can say that. So it's a
Mm-hmm.
very time consuming. It's a very time consuming. Like within the time 2 hour, 3 hour, we like 3 or 4 customer we deal. But in India, it's not possible only one or two. So that's a very loses on health also in regarding to money also.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just mhm.
Yes, I will definitely. You are absolutely right. And you know that sometimes, due to carelessness of our drivers, yes, definitely, traffic jam is also a problem. But on the other hand, the speed and the pace of traffic is also a problem. In
Yeah,
this problem,
absolutely.
we have seen a lot of accidents, and people get a lot of injuries, and some people just come to death. And you know that in this regard, if a passer, if a road crosser who crossed a road due to carelessness of our drivers, due to high pace, due to high speed, he stuck to that passer, and then he gets a lot of injuries, and sometimes he gets died. So what do you say, that is it also a problem, and how can we avoid from this problem?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a very big problem. And if you talking about the awareness of problem, the solution of problem. So first of all, driving license should be given only when it is ensured that they means they are only vehicles user, only not a vehicle user, but also the responsible road user.
Hmm. So
Uh,
you mean that yes, yes, carry on.
Uh, so just anybody like any country, they just given providing all you license driving license only for if you have some knowledge about vehicles, but they are not careful about you also a responsible road user or not. That is the point.
Yes, definitely. And I've seen that in many cases, in a lot of cases in Pakistan, that drivers, they are having driving license, but their driving license are fake. Their driving license is not genuine, because they have given bribe to make this license for 1,000, sorry, for 10,000, 20,000, and from, I mean to say, against high money they get a driving license. And they are not educated by a specific organization of traffic rules, so that when they drive the car or any kind of vehicle, they don't know what is the traffic, what is its rules, what is its regulation, and how to drive, how to follow the rules, and how to respect other drivers, how to take over, how to cross, how to brake. So there are actually, driving is an art. It is not just a driving, it is not just a car, you sit and then you press your activation. I think without education, it can be trouble, it can cause of lot of problems in our life. Yeah, what do you say?
Yeah, absolutely, you're right. If a driver become literate, and I have to say share some data in India. Basically, every day more than 300 people die on Indian roads, and it is killing one person every 4 minutes.
Oh my God, yeah,
Oh,
it's
so
so
it's
worse.
also yeah, it's also shows the how driver they are, because if we have not transparency on these types of you just saying it's also similar to India. There are a lot of person giving some money and they have get a license very easily. So yeah, absolutely you are right. And WHO also rated it's called road safety. India is rated only 3.4 all out of 10.
Oh my God.
So
Yes, definitely. I think in dense populated countries, definitely traffic jam is a big problem. So, as far as traffic speed is concerned, definitely, as we have mentioned before, it is also a big problem. You know that now we are living in advanced age, and in this advanced age, we are having a lot of technologies, facilities like traffic cameras, which identify who is breaking the rules, who is running fastly in on the road, and there are numbers of cameras and good cameras which can catch all the rule breakers. So, what do you say? What is the system? Has this advanced technology implemented in your country or not so far?
Now, just I want to say, I have to say three or four reason. It's a basically related to traffic jam. You can say that. So, firstly, visibility, health of a quality road means safety means, and secondly, traffic plans means you often see in a road like they all the vehicles are running, and in the light there is also red light. There is indication of red. So just you imagine this is also traffic planning. It's shows that how it's become a wrong. So and thirdly, traffic management means accidental helpline technology. And you can say that those three are major thing: visibility, health of quality road safety, and secondly traffic planning, and thirdly traffic management. So if any government work on these three things, definitely they will reduce all kinds of negative impact of traffic.
Mhm. Yeah, definitely. And there is one point. There is another one point. When we come across traffic jam, our ambulances and fire brigade vehicles, they also stuck in this traffic jam, and sometimes a ambulance which is carrying a critical patient whose presence in hospital is very necessary, but he gets died in an ambulance because there is traffic jam, and he is not getting any way to cross this traffic jam. So this is also is very grievful situation when a poor and timid patient dies in ambulance. What do you say?
Yeah, absolutely, it's right. And I also am like a patient stuck in a traffic. It's a very, and it's only happen. We are not having any types of alternate. You can say that route. So it's also says and very negative things. And UK and Germany also suffering from these types of problem, but they followed efficient transportation system. Because if suppose that in anybody else like a patient stuck in a traffic, and it's a heart attack case. Suppose that 2 or 3 hours if he it's a continuous stuck in a traffic, so he's lose all of their life.
Yeah.
So that's a very because you know very well that there is no comparison to the life. If our life is ruined, all the thing is ruined. So it's a very
Yes,
difficult,
definitely.
but all the things are it's all we overcome from. Suppose that if anybody else is stuck these types of problem, and we have a alternate road, you can say that, then after it's become, but we have a not alternate road. And then it's also shows our if we have not follower of efficient transportation system in India also. And definitely in previous video I just hardly mentioned that efficient transportation system is very powerful, very good for any country.
Yes,
Uh,
definitely. You are absolutely right. And you know that the another disadvantage of traffic jam or an accident is that our destruction of our roads. Our roads are destroyed in accidents. You have seen that in many cases, road dividers and road surface that also affected by road accidents. So I think this is also a big problem of our road accidents.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And I have to say one thing, it's a very, very, you can say that regarding to Pakistan, regarding to all the Asian country, it's very, very play a huge role. And it's a weak causes. It's a, if you're talking about causes, weak causes is that performance evaluation method by government. If I'm talking about Indian government, so it's a criteria only depend on a kilometer new roads built per year, but they forget ignore the incapability of the roads they carry the people and goods at faster speeds. Means that it's
Yeah,
also a
yes.
big causes like a Indian, like a, in you talking about Indian, they also their government have a criteria like a big causes of that performance. It's they evaluate method by the government is criteria is kilometer new road, means how long kilometer road we build. They are not responsible the roads to carry the people and the, you can say that, goods at a faster speed. Means
Yes, yes,
they
definitely.
also depend, they depend on quantity, not a quality.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. And I've seen that in many cases that uh, if a person who has to go for any kind of his household duty, if he is going to his office, he use his personal car instead of using public transportation. He use his car. So if a single person who is using one car, and if 100 people are using 100 cars, so I think this is also causing of traffic jam in the roads, especially in the morning time when there is school time, there is college time, and there is, as well as there is offices time, and at the night time, at the afternoon, when there is off time of schools, colleges, and offices as well. So I think in these peak times we face a lot of traffic jam, because one single person is driving one car. So I think instead of using our solo car, I think we should prefer local transportation. What do you say?
Yeah, absolutely, you're right. Local transport is very important. And but if you suppose that if there are like if anybody else belonging to the village, and if there is not this types of service, so what can he do? Because if they are using like a school buses and school vehicles, they are not capable to they are not allowed to just go on to the village. But if anybody else their own bike and their four-wheeler, so it's capable. So as much as possible we uses transportation system, but if it's not possible, so what is the next step? That is the matter.
Mhm. And another thing which has been noticed that yes, so we are going to be joined by another person. Let's see who is this person. Yes, Ali Raza. So Abhay Sharma, you know that we have seen that in one house there are one, two, or more than three cars which are used by the family members one by one. So I think the unnecessary collection of motor cars, this is also a big cause of traffic jam in on the roads. What do you say?
Yeah, absolutely, you're right. If suppose that if in a family there are four-member and four-member have their own car, so it's a very big problem. And yeah, it's absolutely, you're right, it's a very very big problem, because it's also causes of traffic jam, and it's also very very consuming of, you can say that, petrol and diesel. So you can say that it's also wastage of money. uh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yes, yes.
So
So
yeah.
yeah, so as far as heavy vehicles are concerned, like trucks, like 18 vehicles and trucks which carries goods from one part to other part in country. I think although they don't take some pace, they don't have much pace, but what is the reason of their accident? That is long driving. You know that the truck drivers, they used to use truck for a long time. Sometimes they drive a car, they drive a truck whole night. So I think in this long journey they can felt they can feel asleep, they can feel laziness. So I think to get rid of this problem, they should take rest somewhere in hotels, dabas, like these little hotels. What do you say, my brother?
Yeah, absolutely, you're right. It's a very important topic. Yeah, absolutely, because all the like a 70% cases is come from truck and a big transportation system, and they are habitual to continue driving 12 hour, 15 hour, 18 hour. Also, I have seen a lot of person 18 hour, 14 hour. So it's affected a lot because in night shift, if they are speed, they have a speed like 80 kilometer per hour, 100, 120. And so what's happened, I have no idea. So but it's a very good point. And but what is their solution? I mean that it's having a solution like a traffic management. And if there are traffic management, it's good. So I think that we overcome as much as possible, we overcome from this problem.
Yeah. So another problem which has been seen in heavy vehicles, that they don't have fitness certificates. For example, if a truck that is invented in 1980, that is being used even this in this advanced age after a long time, after 20 years, 15 years, 20 25. So I think there is need to check and balance to maintain the to maintain their structure well, so that they can run on the roads, because their structure, their usage has been excessive. Means to say that their fitness may be affected by using it a lot. So I think this is also a problem on which truck drivers have some accidents.
Yeah, absolutely, you're right. You can say that very important. And if we have transparency system in our driving license, regarding to driving license authority, so it's a very important to having some transparency system. And I think that in heavy driving license, we have allotted to after 3 years. They also get a test, like regarding to their health and regarding to their driving also, you can say that. So it's also very big issues.
Yeah, definitely. So now let's move toward the solution. What is the way we can improve our traffic system in Pakistan as well as in India? So I think there are numbers of conditions on which we can improve our traffic system. First of all, is that as far as government is concerned, governments and stakeholders should produce to enhance the numbers of traffic wardens, traffic sergeants, because I've experienced that due to lack of traffic sergeants in a big road, in a wide road, there is a big and there is long traffic jam due to absence of traffic sergeant. So I think there is need to extend the number of traffic sergeants. What do you say?
Yeah, absolutely. If we're talking about solution, so first of all, as I previously I told that, firstly, our government should be, you can say that, focused on efficient transportation system. And secondly, they have also a alternative transport system. It's a help a lot. and thirdly focused on incapability of a road, not a quantity of a road. A capability means you can say that quality of a road, it's a matter. And fourth is government passes a law regarding to you can say that regarding to traffic planning and regarding to traffic management. And then after you can say that defined in which we can say that define the standard per road customer, because define what is the definition of standard road, and design of the safety means how they handle the safety of a road. And other thing is force on capability just and driving license. There is some transparency in driving license, and driving license should be given only when it is ensured that they are only vehicles user, not the but also have but also a responsible road user also. They have all the rule and regulations of guideline. What is the meaning of traffic, what is the intersection of light, how it's possible means gesture also, they have all the knowledge. So I think that it's a solution. I think that if we focused on efficient transportation system, focused on capability of a road, and government passes a law regarding to the definition of a standard road, design the safety, focused on capability, and having a some transparency system in giving the providing the allotted the driving license.
These are the traffic jam. So another another way to control and to to solve this problem is that we can install the traffic signals. Traffic signals. I think if we follow traffic signals, I think we may late for a few minutes to go our house, to go our offices. But I think we cannot face any kind of traffic jam if we follow the traffic signals. What do you say?
Yeah, absolutely. I previously mentioned that traffic management and traffic planning. So if you're talking about traffic planning, there are like a traffic light and control. And if you're talking about traffic management, there is including like a accidental helpline number and technologies also. So yeah, absolutely, you were right. Technology, if as much as we adopted the modern technology, it's a very important, because during the pandemic in India, basically I previously mentioned that 300 people are die to every day, more than 300 people die on Indian roads. So just you imagine, and if we are talking about and pandemic, there is no more than 300 people die on a single day. So it's a very dangerous comparison to the pandemic also.
Yes, definitely. In Pakistan as well, in pandemic period, definitely there was no traffic on the roads, and our accidents became very lessened. So definitely, if we drive a car, if we drive our vehicle with abstinence, care, with care, I think we can avoid from facing any kind of injuries or any kind of death as well. So definitely there are numbers of good points, good suggestions by which we can improve our traffic system in our countries. So Abhi Sharma, as far as who is using a car, so definitely he has also some responsibilities. Without his partitions of making our rules good, I think a government can't play a good role to improve our traffic system. So do you think that to control the people, to control the driver, to lessen their speed, I think we should make some strict laws, rules and laws, so that drivers can slow can make their drive good and calm and peaceful. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. General awareness is very important. And just to talking about like if we adopted modern, you can say that modernity, modern technology in Germany, in UK also there is some road. Its name is musical road, and it's only depend on your speed. If your speed like a 30 kilometer per hour, then you listen some kinds of music. So it's also encourage slow speed. It's also encourage to drive in a slow speed, in a control speed. So just yeah, absolutely you are right. Because all the guidelines, all the rule and regulation is for only citizen of their country. So that's a very important. Make us some strict rule and regulation, having some transparency, and you also motivate. You can inspire making some making some musical road. You can say that like India, like UK and Germany, they have a musical road, and there's this criteria also. If your speed is 30 kilometer or 40 kilometer per hour, then you listen a types of a smooth type of peaceful types of song. So it's also encourage to drive under the control.
Yes, definitely. So, Abhay Sharma, you know that yes, definitely. This is also a good point. I think this is we are living in advanced age, and if we make ensure these kinds of technologies, the implements of these kinds of technologies in our traffic system, definitely we can make our society, our roads peaceful, and there will be no any kind of accident. So, Abhay Sharma, thank you very much, my brother. Though
And
we have
yeah,
no any other guest, even then, I enjoyed talking with you a lot. Definitely, you are heavy from all of them. You can speak on every topic. You made very good points in previous sitting as well as in this sitting. So definitely, thank you very much, my
yeah,
brother, for
absolutely,
participation in
absolutely.
this live conversation.
Yeah, absolutely. It's my fortune. It's my pleasure. But I have to say one thing. It's the last after the just we are talking about solution. We have also result, because result is matter. So I have some like a
Hmm,
data.
yeah.
If a solution is implement by any
Mhm, yeah.
government, so what is the their result? So firstly, it's directly connected
Mhm,
of our GDP, gross domestic product. And just a bit, I previously mentioned that
mhm,
if any government plan to develop their economic development, so it's directly depend on traffic, and that traffic
mhm.
is directly depend on our development. So just it's also affect also GDP. If their GDP is our growing up, so we have a more jobs and more revenue collection, so more money, and more money means more development, and more development means boost for tourism sector. So
Yes, yes,
uh,
definitely, definitely,
focused
and
yeah, focused on only one sector, we
yeah, yes.
improve lot of sector.
Yes, yes, definitely. Your conclusion is definitely very tremendous. So definitely, these were suggestions. I think these are very common suggestions, and every government is very sane, is very intelligent. They can apply these types of suggestions, but there is need to apply. So thank you
Yeah,
very much, Abhay Sharma.
absolutely. Yeah.
It was tremendous conversation with you, and you had I think you were prepared according to this topic for traffic problem, because without any hesitation, without any fear, you spoke fluently, and that is good sign. You are going to become a good speaker of English language within no time.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I'm very fascinating about English language, and when you send the topic, but just I collect the lot of data, because if I get opportunity, then what I am speaking, what I am mentioning, that is the matter. It's relevant or not. So I prepared a lot and a lot and a lot.
Okay, okay, very good. So thank you very much. We'll come. And one more thing I want to say, that as you requested in previous sitting, that we can have this live conversation in early morning. So brothers, as far as 2 days are concerned, I it's very difficult for me to start this session in early morning, because I have some problems in my early morning. So I think we have to go online at this time in at night time. But in near future, if I have some convenience, definitely I will try to manage this conversation in early in the morning. So don't mind, and try to participate in this live conversation at this time.
Okay, if I definitely I will try. If I have no types of any issues like a network, and my exam is also, so I have get when I get a free, so definitely it's my opportunity to come here, and definitely I join with you.
Okay, thank you very much for your kindness. So thank you very much. Until tomorrow night, stay healthy, live long, and will have we will have another topic on which we can start our conversation tomorrow night. So stay healthy, my brother.
Oh, thanks a lot, and you too also.
Thank you. Good night. So thank you very much, all the guys who are watching this conversation. If you liked our conversation, it is just for you. If you are interested in learning English, you can also take participation. Like Abhi Sharma, he was a tremendous person, because he is not facing any kind of trouble, any kind of hesitation and problem regarding English speaking. So if you are confident about yourself, there is need to click just one click. There is need to click one thing, that is entering. If you enter this in this live conversation in this live platform, definitely you can rid of your hesitation, your problem regarding English speaking. So don't shy, don't feel any type of trouble. This is free platform. This is this conversational session is out of fee. So it is made for especially for you, for students who want to improve, who are very crave and passionate about English language. So if you didn't subscribe our channel, please subscribe it, and click on the bell icon to stay updated. So we are going to end this conversation, this debate. We'll come tomorrow night at 9 p.m. For having a good topic on which we'll start our conversation with our honorable guest. So till tomorrow night, stay healthy, and remember me in your prayers. Allah Hafiz.